What's up, everybody? First look at the Suicide Squad. That's exciting, right? I'm excited. Let's introduce you to the characters. Some of you may not know who some of them are, so I'm going to introduce them to you, tell you the actors, tell you the characters, maybe a little bit about them, maybe a little bit of opinion. Of course, two characters from the Suicide Squad cast are missing from this photo, the Joker and Amanda Waller. The Joker, the fact that he's not there, and we got that tease of Jared Leto as the Joker, the fact that he's not there, that kind of puts some validity to the rumor that the Suicide Squad might actually be chasing the Joker after he escapes in this film. Now, why wouldn't Amanda Waller just blow up his head or use whatever mechanism or deterrent to stop him from escaping this prison and not listening to her? I couldn't tell you for sure, but it's a possibility that the Joker was never actually a part of the Suicide Squad. Now, that would be a big variation. I don't know how people would react to that, but it's not impossible now. Whereas Amanda Waller, she's not in the picture. She's the leader. This is just the bandits here. This is the squad. This is the ground level. So speaking of ground level, this is a very grounded looking photo. Let's take a look at it. First, we got Adam Beach as, this isn't confirmed, but it looks like he's going to be Slipknot. Slipknot there's a couple different versions. One's a major villain to Robin. There's a major villain to Firestorm. Obviously, comics, things change a lot. But the rope here, Slipknot usually carries a noose on him. He's usually wearing it with him. So I think that makes sense that this rumor is true that Adam Beach will be playing Slipknot. Then you have Jay Courtney as Captain Boomerang. And if you weren't sure, he has Captain written across his chest. He's not the only one with some logo or telling feature of his outfit about that relates to who his character is. This is an exciting one. I like what they did with the hat, and they had some of the hair out. Good job, hairstylist. Captain Boomerang usually just has the hat all the way down, the little winter ski cap. I think it looks good. I like the trench coat. I'm excited to see Jay Courtney in action. I think he's a very talented guy. He was the best part of the Insurgent series. Not a huge fan of that series, but I did like his character. He's going to be in Terminator coming up in a few weeks. That's exciting. Then next to him is Enchantress. Cara Delevingne is almost unrecognizable. Look at her. She's completely disconnected from her June character. It's a split character between June and Enchantress. This is totally Enchantress. June is nowhere to be found. And she's kind of hugging on Rick Flag with 1G. Rick Flag now is played by Joel Kinnaman. Originally was going to be Tom Hardy, but Tom Hardy backed out. But he's got a little more facial hair now than Rick Flag we're used to seeing, the soldier from the comic books. That's what he is. He's a soldier. He looks like a soldier. What you see is what you get with Rick Flag. I'm excited to see Joel Kinnaman play that role with, obviously, RoboCop. So now he's back on the big screen. And right beneath Enchantress and Rick Flag, Katana is played by Karen Fukuhara. Now, Enchantress and Katana being right next to each other makes me think that they might bring those extra elements, supernatural elements, or superhero elements to this film. This picture is very grounded and looks very realistic, especially even Killer Croc doesn't, he looks as grounded as you can make him, I guess, and still try to satisfy people. So maybe they're going to bring that extra element to the movie and some of the special stuff that, the superpowers that the other characters might not. I can't, hopefully they do. Next, Rick Flag, of course, Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. I'm not super impressed with this Harley Quinn. I love Margot Robbie, Wolf of Wall Street. Who doesn't? Focus, her and Will Smith, and they're standing next to each other here. It's going to be good to see them on screen again. They had great chemistry in Focus, and that was a great movie. But this Harley Quinn, it looks like it's influenced by the Arkham video games. It's just underwhelming. It's not. I want a more extravagant, fun Harley Quinn that's just crazy. And this is just basically somebody who heard of Harley Quinn, put on a Halloween costume, and went door to door to get some free candy. I mean, we'll wait and see. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm totally against it. I like to wait and see till the movies. The tattoos and the outfit, it's just they could have made Harley Quinn so much better. We'll see. Now, Deadshot. I love the Deadshot outfit from the neck down. The white mask, I can't say I'm a huge fan. This is Will Smith playing Deadshot. The white mask, first of all, there's variation there. The laser eyesight is on his left eye. In comics, anytime I've seen Deadshot, it's always his right eye. This time it's his left eye. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's a mirrored photo. I don't think it is, but it looks like it's going to be the left eye this time. Will Smith with the bald head and the beard, I think it looks great. I think the armor and the suit works great. The collar says the fight, the way. It's going to be cool. Then you have Killer Croc, played by, let me try and say this one for you. I love this guy. Adewale Akanuye Agbaje. So he played Mr. Echo on Lost. That's where I really found him. Love that show. He's here as Killer Croc. Now, it's a very, very, very grounded version of Killer Croc. I mean, it's obviously not even realistic there. This isn't something you've ever seen before, at least I haven't. But, he doesn't have that crocodile face. So there must be tons of time in the makeup room. It doesn't mean that the character doesn't look really cool. As a character in a movie, it looks great. But as a comic book adaptation, I think people are going to be left wanting more. We'll see if he changes throughout the film or anything like that. But he's got these the hands taped up. It just shows how gritty this movie's going to be. And you all say you love gritty and dark movies. Well, it looks like you're going to get another one here. I'm really excited to see the tone that David Ayers, the director, sets for this. I loved Fury. I love a lot of his work. I'm curious to see if they're going to take us maybe like a Guardians route. I mean, Marvel movies are all funny, and Guardians was just funnier than them. Now, DC movies are usually dark, and is this going to be darker than them, or will they lighten it up and keep it funny? It's a really, really big window of opportunity they can take with this film. I mean, the Joker, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc. There's a lot of different routes they could take. I think it's going to be a dark and gritty, grounded, maybe a couple of witty one-liners, of course, but we'll see. And finally, we have Jay Hernandez playing El Diablo, if you couldn't tell by the logo on his shirt. Now, Jay Hernandez played a character, Daniel Acosta, on a show called Gang Related. This is the first time I've seen him. He's done a bunch of things, though. And that show was excellent. It only got one season. It was 2 or 3 summers ago. It was about a huge criminal family, Hispanic gang from Los Angeles. He played the straight-edge brother in the family who worked at a bank and worked with hedge funds and did all this. He was legitimate. And then by the end of the series, he ends up getting tortured by this other gang because the people are coming after his father, blah, blah, blah. That's not the point. He turns into this crazy, ruthless guy. And it looks like he's going to bring that to El Diablo. Now, this looks like a mashup of the pre- and post-Flashpoint El Diablo with because sometimes he'll have the skull tattooed completely across his head. This time, it looks like it's just the chin, maybe the eyes and the neck. It's just a grounded movie. It's realistic. That tattoo scheme isn't something that you necessarily wouldn't be able to find in a prison. So they kept it, I guess, as realistic as possible. I mean, not that superheroes are made to be realistic, but this one looks like fun. It looks very grounded. It looks like they're trying to find a realistic base for people to relate to. Killer Croc wearing what looks like a croc skin jacket, El Diablo wearing Diablo on his shirt, and Captain Boomerang wearing Captain. I think that's pretty funny. A lot of opportunity for jokes about that. Let me know what you think of this photo. I'd love to hear it. I love hearing from you guys at Brandon Davis BD on Twitter. And then make sure you subscribe to our channel and leave the comments in the comment section too, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news, interviews, and clips. And follow Comicbook.com on Twitter at Comicbook.com for all your news, everything about Suicide Squad and everything else, DC universe, movie universe, DC Comics. We got it all for you. See you later. Have you ever met a cosplayer who's playing you?
I have. I think my favorite one is this guy.